Of Standard 10. DAV Model Public School welcomes you all in e-learning classes. Here Nitin Pushpatode, your social science teacher. Today's topic is land resources. Students, in the previous online session, we learned about types of resources. Students, today we will study about land resources. So, let's start our today's online session. Students, land utilization. What do you mean by the land utilization? Listen, the use of land for various purposes is known as land utilization. Land is an natural resource. Students, in India, 43% of land is plain area which supports vegetation, wildlife and human life. 30% is mountains area that support rivers, tourism, and 27% is plateaus region that supports forest, minerals, etc. Students, in the given picture, you are seeing land is used for different purpose. Listen students, in our country, land resources are used for the different purposes. First, for forest. Second, for cultivation. Then again students, for some non-agricultural activities, for example building construction, roads, factories, whatever, and many other purposes we can use land. Okay students, so this is the land utilization. Next point is land use pattern in India. Students, what do you mean by the land use pattern? Listen, land use pattern refers to the way the land is utilized. It's called land use pattern. Students, the use of land is affected by the some factors. First, physical factors. These include climate, soil type, topography. These factors are affected on use of land. Second, human factors. These include population density, culture, traditions, and technological capability. These factors also affected on land of use. Students, in the given graph, you are observing. Listen, forests occupy about the 22.78% of the total land surface in India. So like this, cultivation land 43.41%, then wasteland 66.29%. So like this, rest of the land are using for different purposes. For example, cultivable waste, pastures and meadows, fallow land and non-agricultural use. So students, in our country, land resources are used for these different purposes. Soil as a resource. Students, what do you mean by the soil? Listen, soil is the loose material found on the surface of the earth. It is made of organic and inorganic particles. Students, soil is the most important renewable natural resource. It takes millions of years to form. Students, the important factors in the soil formation are relief, parent rock or bedrock, climate, vegetation, and forms of life. These factors play an important role in the formation of soil. Again, students, forces of nature such as change in temperature, actions of running water, wind and glaciers, again activities of decomposers. These factors also contribute to soil formation. So soil plays a vital role in the Earth's ecosystem. Without soil, human life would be very difficult. So in such a that this is the most important gift for us and gifted by the nature, gifted by the God. Next point is classification of soils. Students, soils in India are classified into different types on the basis of chemical and physical factors like colors, thickness, texture and age. Students, there are some types of soils. First, alluvial soil. Listen, it is found over a large part of India. It is mainly formed by the deposition of sediments by river. It is confined to northern and coastal plain. This type of soil is very fertile and forms major agriculture land of our country. Students, this is the most widespread soil in India, which has been deposited by three important Himalayan river systems, the Indus, the Gangas and the Brahmaputra. Students, again I am telling you some features of alluvial soil. Listen, This soil is mostly found in river valleys of northern plains and steppes in Gujarat and Rajasthan, and again students in eastern coastal plains in the deltas of peninsular rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. It is made up of silt, sand and clay rich in nutrients like potash, phosphoric acid and lime. It is suitable for growing paddy, wheat, sugarcane and other crops. Okay, students, on the basis of age, listen students, it is most important point. On the basis of age, it can be categorized as Bangar, that means it's called old alluvial soil, and another Khadar, it called new alluvial soil. On the basis of age, it can be categorized into two types, Bangar and Khadar. So students, this is the alluvial soil. Another type is black soil. This is also known as cotton soil or regur soil. Students, black soil covers 16% of India's total geographical area. It is found in Deccan region and it is made up of lava flows. Okay, students, it covers the plateau region of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and also lies along the valleys of the Godavari and Krishna rivers. Students, black soil is rich in nutrients like calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, potash and lime. But black soil is poor in phosphoric content. Students, this soil has an ability to retain moisture and become sticky when wet. It is largely used for growing cotton and thus is popularly known as cotton soil. Students, in such a way that black soil is important soil in our country. Types are red and yellow soil. First, red soil. Okay, students, as the name of the soil, this soil is red in color due to the presence of iron particles. Students, why it called red soil? Due to the presence of iron particles. Okay, red soil is confined to peninsular India and some patches of the northeastern part of India. Students, red soil is highly porous, fine-grained and deep. Okay, after some time, it turns yellow in its hydrated form. Okay, that means students, the soil takes on yellow color when it is hydrated. Students, these soils are generally found in the Western Ghats, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Okay, students, so these are the important soils in our country. Next type is laterite soil. Okay, students, laterite soil is a rocky type soil which is rich in iron and aluminium. Students, it covers about 7.2% of India's total geographical area. It develops in area with high temperature and heavy rainfall, resulting in intense leaching due to a heavy rain. Students, this soil has low humus content as the microorganisms cannot survive in it. It can be made cultivable with adequate amount of manure and chemical fertilizers. It is useful for growing coffee, tea, cashew nut and cinchona. Students, laterite soil are found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. Okay students, so these are the features of laterite soil. Next type is arid soil. Students, it's also called desert soil. This soil covers about 4% of India's total geographical area. In some areas, common salt is often in the soil due to evaporation of water. Students, arid soil is sandy in texture and red to brown in color. It lacks humus and moisture due to dry climate, high temperature and faster rate of evaporation. Students, arid soil is found in western part of Rajasthan, northern Gujarat and southern part of Haryana. In the lower horizons of the soil, conker are found due to increasing calcium content. So students, these are the features of arid soil. Next type is forest soil. Listen, forest soil covers about 8% of India's total geographical area. It varies in texture from loamy and silty in valleys in valley sites. Okay. Again, students, due to lack of forest cover in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas, soils are acidic with low humus content. This soil is useful for cultivating spices, tea, coffee, and tropical fruits. Again, students, forest soil is found in lower part of valleys, particularly on the river of, that means the Jammu and Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. Students, so this is the forest soil. It also called mountain soil. So these are the features of forest soil. Soil erosion. Students, what do you mean by the soil erosion? Listen, removal of the top layer of the soil is called soil erosion. Students, soil erosion is a major problem associated with soil resource. We must understand that soil erosion is a serious problem affecting land all over the world. In certain areas, the soil erosion has become a danger which causes decline in the crop yield. Students, what are the causes of soil erosion? Listen, this is happening due to wrong human practices like cutting of trees, overgrazing by animals, again, faulty methods of agriculture, then construction and mining. So these are the causes of soil erosion. Students, next point is land degradation. What do you mean by the land degradation? Listen, soil degradation or land degradation is the decline in soil condition, land condition caused by its improper use or poor management, usually for agricultural, industrial, or urban purposes. Students, it is a serious environment problem. Students, what are the causes of land or soil degradation? Listen, agricultural, industrial, and commercial pollution. Second, loss of arable land due to urban expansion. Then, overgrazing and unsustainable cultural practices. And again, long-term climatic changes. These are the causes of land degradation. Students, how can we prevent land degradation? Listen, the measures to reduce land degradation are afforestation, then controlled grazing, stabilization of sand dunes, etc. So these are the measures to prevent land degradation. Students, next point is conservation of soil. Listen, students, soil erosion as well as land degradation needs to be checked through appropriate measures of conservations. Listen, such as plantation of trees, selection of agricultural practices like crop rotation and multiple cropping method, again development and management of pasture land. So these are the measures. Then we must have a responsibility to use land and the other resources in a limited manner. So students, in such a way that we can conserve and preserve soil and other resources. Students, today we learned about land resources. So on the basis of today's short question, some assignment question I am giving you. You have to write the answer of this question. Students, in such a way that this lesson is finished. In the next online session, we learn new lesson. So till then, thank you very much and have a nice day.